Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, also, hello, hi, hello, Lisa's friends, hello, Lisa's family. We're not watching Lisa today, but I haven't pulled up what we're reacting to because this is a recommendation from Jamie, but I need you all to know that it's a recommendation for somebody that usually Jamie's like, I hate this person. No, I don't think Jamie hates people. I don't think Jamie I don't think Jamie hates this person. I don't think Jamie hates this person. Jamie just doesn't usually enjoy reactions to this person. But Jamie sent me a message and said, Zach, this video was a trip. And I said, girl. I didn't say girl at all. I said, Jamie. Well, what did I say? You should I expose our DMs? I said, you recommending a video we gotta watch. We gotta watch. So that's who you have to thank for today. That's who you have to thank for today. And as always, you can always blame Jamie if you hate it. But actually, honestly, I don't know that anybody has complained. Well, there were some people complaining about Darlene. It's the first time you exposed DMs. I've never exposed DMs from somebody ever before. Anybody have any guesses on who we might? Obviously, Jamie, you can't guess because you know. But any guesses on who we might be reacting to? Zach exposed my trauma dump. How dare they? Mima, Yitz, Vanessa, Mandy May, Tim, Mandy May, Mandy, Tim, the DIY guy, Mandy, Timmy. I will say somebody is correct. Somebody is correct. All right, drum roll, please. Bow, 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 bow. It's Miss Mandy May from Managing the Maze. And she has 3 new mind-blowing ground beef recipes that you, dear viewer, specifically need to make. You in the chat. New mind-blowing. Your mind is gonna implode. Your mind will implode. Mind-blowing and ground beef being in the same sentence. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I do know that this is probably going to turn people like Carly and Maya away because they're tired of watching white women who can't cook, and honestly, tea. Will she say squirt? Y'all want to do a squirt prediction? Also, I don't know what happened to the camera quality. It's her camera. I have her. I got her on apparently on 1080p. Apparently she's on 1080p. She ground my beef till I blow. Okay, well, that's Maya's opinion and not mine. Maya and I are not the same person. Okay, my apologies, Carly. Let me just make a note of it. Let me just jot that down real quick. What happened to her face? You can't just ask what happened to her face. I will say I watched a video she posted where she was kind of sad that like, for whatever reason, her videos weren't getting pushed out in the algorithm. I can't remember. I watched it on my own time. I can't remember. What was it called? What was it called? Oh, it was When You Are Tired of It, keeping it raw and real. And yeah, it was basically just 10 minutes of her talking about being a little bit sad that she...
Well, look who's come crawling back. Me.
Hi, Welsh Cat. Thanks for 34 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, she just seems sad because apparently she's getting lots of comments asking her, like, where her content is and things like that. And she's like, I'm still posting. I don't understand why you guys aren't seeing my content. But I think it's probably, I mean, honestly, it's probably a little bit of fatigue from people, like, they're like, oh, I already watched this video, because it seems like it's the same video she's always posting. They all the thumbnails and titles look the same, you know? I told her to change her thumbnails because they all look the same. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I made Beyond ground beef with sauerkraut and quinoa today for dinner. Riff of ground beef. What? I don't know. Words are hard. ZM stealing all her views, I see. Oh god. Alright, so what prediction are we doing today? Hi Marsha Crazy! Marsha Crazy's in the chat today, y'all. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourself. A cheese prediction? Cream cheese? Just cheese in general? Mo cheese, mo better? Like, how many times will she say mo cheese, mo better? Do I have one already for that? Oh, I do. I have a how many mo cheese, mo better prediction. Will Marsha think this is boring? We could do that prediction. Will Marsha Crazy say this is boring in the chat? There's 3 recipes. She's not gonna say poa poa ring because that's something I say, Diva. How many poa poa rings? Well, it looks like there's no crock pots in today's recipe according to Jamie, so I don't think we can. I don't think we can do that today. Let's see. We could do a, will any recipes have crack in the name? I think we should do a mo cheese mo better prediction, though.
Prepare for crazy because squirrel's been attacking me all day long. Listen, new sound. Not boring.
I thought you put the fidget away. Well, I did put the fidget cube away. I didn't put the fidget pop socket away, but I will put both of them over there. Is she a mo cheese mo better person? Mandy from Managing the Maze. She is the mo cheese mo better person. Marsha, thanks for those bits, by the way. We're going to do the mo cheese mo better prediction. That's where what we've decided. Mandy invented cheese. She did. She was out there. I was gonna say churning that cheese, but that's butter. Do you churn cheese? Does one churn cheese? There are 3 new blind mowing. There are 3 new mind-blowing ground beef. Did y'all go beef today? Why?
Love my cream all wheat.
That's what a train sounds like.
Oh, this stream is so broken. I don't think that's what a train sounds like at all, Marsha. I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what it sounds like at all. Oh God, Marsha, this is why the community loves and misses you, Diva. You ever pee and queef at the same time? Yeah, that's a peef. That's what I mean. When I say peef, what I mean is when you pee and queef at the same time. That's exactly it. All right, are you divas ready? I'm churning my bean right now. Oh my gosh, Charlie Gold said something about Tommy DJing our coochie, and I just can't stop thinking about DJing your coochie and churning your bean. Oh God! All right. Are y'all ready? Have y'all been putting 69s in the chat? Someone once said that masturbating without a vibrator is doing it the acoustic way. None of this is in the Bible. The prediction's over, Megan. You missed it. You missed it. It just wrapped up. It just wrapped up. Oh. Depends on the Bible you're reading. I don't think so. Do y'all think peef? Do y'all think peef is in the Bible? I'm gonna send you to Ken Berry's barn to repent.
So I'm pretty sure.
Now, Diva, I just clicked make full screen. I didn't push play. Divas, I'm gonna lock you in Ken Berry's barn and make y'all repent and eat hard-boiled eggs. And if I locked you in Ken Berry's barn and made you eat hard-boiled eggs, you'd lose weight. You'd lose weight. All right, here we go. I still got the twitch in my left eye, by the way. My apologies.
So I'm pretty sure you've got a pound of ground beef just sitting in your fridge or your freezer, and you're like,
girl, you don't know what's in my freezer. Girl, you don't know what's in my freezer. You don't know what I got. I might have a pound of ground beef in my barn.
what am I going to make for supper tonight? Well, you're in the right place, because I am sharing some of the best ground beef recipes ever. And some of them are completely brand new to us. Hey y'all, I'm Sammy and welcome to my kitchen. Now,
is there no intro? We're just jumping right in. You don't have the little intro with the music today? I have a pound of beef squart in my freezer. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird.
Let's get to cooking. Come on, let's go.
So we are starting out today's video with some bacon cheeseburger gnocchi. Y'all, this one is a 10 out of...
Bacon cheeseburger gnocchi isn't real, and it can't hurt you. It can't hurt you. Also, her audio is weird. Her camera is weird. Something happened. Something happened.
10, you have to try it. Into a large skillet, I have one medium onion that has been diced up. I'm just breaking that up a little bit.
Is that diced onion just in there? No oil, butter, nothing? Just raw onion in a cold skillet?
A spoon here. Then we're going to add in either a pound to a pound and a half of ground beef.
Oh, wait, we need an instant replay of that. Did you see how she just plopped that ground beef in there? That block of meat? Wait, watch it again and replay.
Here.
Wait, we should do slow-mo.
Then we're going to add in either a pound to a pound and a half. the ground beef.
That's raw dogging the raw ground beef is crazy.
Right in between that. So I just went ahead and put that on in there. I use a very lean ground beef. That is just what we prefer, but you can use whatever you want.
Whatever works for you and your family. Absolutely. Roll that beautiful beef footage. Looks nasty. Well, it's not cooked yet. You gotta at least let her cook it.
We're going to season that up with some
Did she purchase it from that strange meat man? I don't know, but from Frank Tofano, somebody did recommend a new video of his. It might have been Maya. And so we might watch that this week because people have been requesting a return to see what he's up to.
Boy Butter by Kinder's.
Boy Butter? Wait, Cowboy Butter. Y'all know about boy Butter. I was gonna no. We don't. Boy butter is a lubricant, if you didn't know. It's a lubricant. Anyways.
A teaspoon of that, but if you don't have it, you could always use salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Next up, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of the caramelized onion butter and a teaspoon of the buttery garlic and herb.
Country boys do make do, exactly.
They're just my
lubricant, Marsha. Lubricant? Have you ever needed lubricant, Marsha?
favorite flavor combinations, but like I said, please feel free to use whatever you want. Then I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Also,
did you just say Zachary? Well, sometimes when people say exactly, I do hear my name. I do hear my name sometimes when I hear that. It's actually a problem where I've responded to people saying the word exactly, thinking they said my name. But did I say Zachary? I didn't mean to say that.
A teaspoon of...
Also, she has like a full layer of seasonings on this beef
bouillon. I'm just eyeballing these. By all means, you can use a measurer if you want to. Once you have your seasonings in there, you're just going to take your little meat chopper or a wooden spatula, whatever you want, it's fine. We're going to break that on up and cook it on down until we no longer see any pink in that meat. If you had a fattier ground beef, this would be the point where you would drain it out, or you could use...
Oh, that was really lean. Where's all the grease? I'm kind of surprised there's not more grease.
A paper towel and kind of get all of that grease out of there as well. Once you have that drained, you'll add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic,
Yum.
1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce.
I love the garlic. I love the garlic. She drank it off camera. Drink what off camera? Why would you add the seasonings just to drain them? No, I had that thought too, Wauma. Did you see how big it was? Do you want to go back for the big old tub?
You would drain it out, or you could use a paper...
Oh, she is a large container. Listen, I'm not one to comment on somebody's size, but Miss Minced Garlic is looking big. She's big, you know?
Paper towel and kind of get all of that grease out of there as well. Once you have that drained, you'll add in 2 tablespoons of minced...
What did it say 3 pounds? I wasn't looking closely. 3 pounds of garlic is wild.
Garlic, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Then we're going to add in a half a cup of beef broth or chicken. I had chicken broth open. That's what I used. There was no sense in wasting it.
No sense.
A half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Then you're going to take in a package of your mini gnocchi. That's what I prefer.
Now,
but you could...
Your mini gnocchi? Now, see, I thought you said it fine the first time, but gnocchi is something else. Gnocchi is something else. Are you impressed with the beef? The jury's still out, Diva. I'm still trying to make an assessment because I love gnocchi. How was it that Meemaw said? Was it Meemaw that tried to say the word gnocchi and said it like just no, not Meemaw. It was Cherie. How did Cherie say it? Nucci? Did she say Nucci? She said something weird, if I remember correctly. Is my mind blown? I will say I don't think my mind's been blown at all yet.
Use the regular package of the regular size gnocchi. Now these
Why
are
is she
kind of just dried potato pasta is what it is. So you'll see that you'll have some clumps in there, and I like to try to break it apart if I can by my hands as I'm putting it into the skillet. But sometimes it don't always work, like you see right there, and I have to break it apart.
Girl, what?
But sometimes I can just smush it together in the package too, and that works to break it up. So once you have all your gnocchi,
I think she needs to mix it up because it does look rancid.
Like this.
Oh, I think TTS was getting ready to glanch out. Marsha, thanks for the bits. I think it's just because it's not mixed up, but it does look kind of rancid. I think she needs to mix up the cream and the
Zach
tomato
11
sauce.
Don Thumb, the Zach 11 Don Thumb, the Zach 11 Don Thumb, the Zach 11 Don Thumb.
Bunny Cha Cha, thanks so much for 14 months of subscribing. Appreciate it.
in there, you'll just go ahead and give that a nice stir together just to make sure it's all well combined.
Because why does it kind of look gray?
I've done this before I stirred it, but I forgot about the bacon, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that on in there. I added in about a half a cup of cooked chopped bacon. I'm just using the bacon bits. It's the real bacon bits. So
like, why does the sauce look kind of gray? You know, that's the part I'm not understanding.
So if you have those, you can use those, or you could cook about 6.
And it seems like there's maybe too much meat, maybe a little too. The ratios do feel a little off.
6 to 7 slices of bacon, and then just chop that up and put it on in. I did save some for the top though, so give that a nice.
You always got to save bacon for your top. One thing I've learned about the gays is that once you've wrapped everything up, you definitely gotta make sure you save some bacon for your top. Your top is gonna want bacon.
Nice stir together, and you can see that it's already kind of thickening up, but you need to cook those gnocchis. So you'll put that lid on the skillet once it comes up to a boil and let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. You just need to test your gnocchi out and see if it's tender.
Look at that block of cheese.
So while that is cooking on down, I went ahead and grated up this block of extra sharp cheddar cheese. You could use Colby Jack if you want to.
Oh, thank you for
extra
permission.
Sharp cheddar, so that's what I'm using.
There's way
Once
too much meat.
Once that time is up, you go ahead and give it a little bit of a stir. Test your gnocchi before you add in a cup of the shredded cheese.
My boyfriend watches the re-upload channel, so hi Cam if you see this. Hey Cam girl. Hi. Is there too little gnocchi, or should there just not be any gnocchi? Tea.
Once you have that cup in there, you'll go ahead and stir that in. Hence the bacon cheeseburger. Once you have that stirred up and it's all nice and creamy, you will put the rest of that cheese on top. Now, y'all know me, mo cheese, mo better.
There's one mo cheese, mo better for the day. We got one. We got one.
If you don't like cheese, you can lessen the cheese by all means. I'm cooking for my family and you cook for yours, so you cook however they like it.
Exactly.
Or however you prefer it.
Exactly.
You don't have to copycat me. I'm just giving you ideas and inspiration here. That's all I'm doing.
And you know what? When I come to your channel, I say, I want ideas and inspiration. I want new ideas and new inspiration. I want things I've never seen before ever in my life. And let's just be very honest. She says this that all of these recipes are brand new to her. I don't know that I've ever seen her cook with gnocchi, I guess. But otherwise, this could be just about anything, you know? She says, if you don't like cheese, you can fuck right off. Exactly.
So now that we've put that last layer of cheese on the top, I'm just being this perfectionist over here, making sure that
girl, why are
every
we
little
touching
spot
it
has
like
some
that?
cheese on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead
You
and
know what I
sprinkle in
mean?
about another quarter. Has some. I'm just being this perfectionist over here, making sure that every little spot has some cheese on it. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in about another quarter of a cup of the bacon bits right over the top, y'all. Pop that lid on it and let that residual heat cook that cheese or melt that cheese on down. And would you look at this? Does that just not look like perfection?
See, the thing is, she always says things look like perfection when they have like literal puddles of cheese grease. like literal puddles of cheese grease on it. And how is there a sort of a poop ring, and we aren't even in a crock pot, and there's kind of a little poop ring up there. It's just real interesting to me. Looks like a dirty kitchen sponge. No, like one of those like yellow and green ones. Does cheese grease qualify as cheese broth? Diva, I don't know. I don't know. She keeps on acoustically DJing her food. I'm scared she's going to squirt. No! Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Diva, why would you? Why? We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep most squirt more better.
And just absolute deliciousness. It's time to serve this on up, and I'm just going to get me a big old scoop.
Yeah, you better.
Now, it will set up and get a little bit thicker if you want it, but I love it like this.
I love it when it's a little bit thicker, though. You know what I'm saying, Mandy? I know Sandy knows. Sandy? I know Mandy knows what's up. She's adding even more cheese to it. Yes, absolutely is.
So when I serve it, I just put a little bit of more cheese on top with some parsley.
Yes.
Y'all, this is so good. It is so hearty, and it's perfect on a busy weeknight because it's only one skillet, 1 pound of ground beef, and a few other simple ingredients, and you've got supper ready.
Let's
and
fucking
made
go.
In a jiffy.
One in chat if you're impressed with the beef. Yeah, what Carly said. What Carly said. Y'all impressed? Did it blow anybody's mind? Was anybody's mind blown? Brain so good, could have swore you went to college. Blown. Oh, God. Oh. Blowing up the toilet later? Not this. Not this. What is this, Carly? Something went wrong. That clip is not there. Something went wrong. I tried to click on it, Diva. I tried to click on it. It said something went wrong. Sag. Very sag. Alright, let's get ready for recipe number 2. Let's go!
And I promise you, your family is going to love it because mine does. I could eat this multiple times a week.
Wait until you see what happens when she tries to use veggies. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, stir fry sauce? She's got stir fry sauce? Okay, alright, let's go.
Next up, let's make a ground beef stir fry. Now, I've never made a ground beef stir fry before.
Oh
I've
dear.
made chicken stir fry and everything else, but we're going to make ground beef. So into a large skillet, I got 1 large onion that I rough chopped.
I don't understand her fascination with putting raw onions in an empty, cold skillet. I don't... I don't understand her fascination with putting big chunks of raw onion in a cold, oilless skillet. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You can see my little sous chefs there in the corner. They're always around their mama. I'm using 2 pounds of lean ground beef. I'm going to put those right into the skillet. Now I'm going to break that up a little bit because them onions and everything are, rather large in there because where they're just rough chopped. You want to be able to see your veggies in the stir fry. So that's why I'm just doing everything rough chopped. Now we're going to season that up with about a teaspoon of
rough chopped is it? Sure.
Ground black.
Gonna DJ her ground beef with that zucchini. Y'all, I'm so mad at myself that I even brought up that Charlie Gold said that. I'm so mad.
Pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. You gotta have the garlic powder.
What about garlic?
I did not put any salt in here because we're gonna put a stir fry sauce in there, so you don't want to do that. And you can also add soy sauce if you want. That's why you don't want any more extra salt because it's gonna have plenty of sodium. Trust me on this. Now we're gonna add in about 3 teaspoons of the ground ginger paste.
Peep the Discord. Okay.
I'm impressed with the beef. I'm impressed with
Wait. Go.
I'm impressed with the beef. I'm impressed with the beef. Wow. I'm impressed with the beef. I'm impressed with the beef.
Carly, thank you. Woma, thank you. Appreciate it.
Give that a nice stir together, and we're going to cook this ground beef until you can no longer see pink in it and that those onions are a little bit tender. Now once that is browned up, as you can see right here,
the onions just don't look
get
cooked.
all the grease out of that. So I usually just scoop mine to the side if there is any, but since I used a lean ground beef, I don't have any. So you cut up.
Those onions are absolutely not cooked all the way, just to be clear. I guess they could still cook. It is going to be a stir fry, so maybe there's still time.
About.
Livia Sword, thanks so much for 16 months. Appreciate it.
7 mini sweet peppers here, and I just rough chopped them as well. Put those on in the skillet and kind of stirred that together. That way I don't have a big old pile of vegetables trying to stir it together, as you see here in a minute. I was like, let me just throw the rest of the stuff in here. So there goes the chopped.
All these different veggies going in at different times, cooking at different at different rates. Stunning.
Broccoli. In goes the chopped zucchini. Now this was about a cup.
And on top of that, so not frozen zucchini and broccoli and peppers, but then frozen green beans. Cool. Stunning. Amazing. Marcia, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it.
To have each of veggies. And then the same thing for the frozen green beans. Now I'm trying to stir all this together.
It's too much.
I did have some stuff fall out, as you can see right there.
Diva.
I try to save it though.
I will say this is the most colorful I've seen one of her recipes. Like, this is the most color I've seen in anything that she's done.
You'll just give this a nice stir together just to make sure everything is, well combined and all those vegetables are nice and just in there together and getting happy.
Ooh, I want to
Pop
get
that
in there
lid on it,
together
let
and
it
get
cook for
happy.
about 15
Let's
minutes.
go.
That way those vegetables get a little bit tender. And then you're
Uh-huh.
going to get some stir-fry sauce of any kind. You can use the store brand, the name brand. I just have the Kiko Man stir-fry sauce on hand, and I'm going to put about half that bottle in there,
Okay.
and I'm going to go ahead and stir that together. That way that flavor gets in there and everything starts to take on the flavor and everything gets happy and married together in that skillet. And I'm going to tell you what, the smell of this, oh my goodness. I love anything that has a lot of vegetables in it because I love.
Do you?
Love my cream
But
all
wait,
wheat.
do you, Diva? You love anything that has a lot of vegetables in it? Because this is the most vegetables I've ever seen on on your channel in one meal. Just to be clear. Marsha, thanks again for the bits. Appreciate it. Like, what do you mean you love anything that has a lot of vegetables in it? Like, prove that to me, Diva. You love anything that has a lot of cheese in it. If you said that, I would believe you. If you said that, I would have 100% believe you.
Me some veggies, but this one was good, y'all. Set that lid on the top of it and let it cook for about another 10 minutes just until those vegetables are nice and tender.
Okay.
To finish it off, I'm going to use some toasted sesame oil right over the top, probably about a teaspoon drizzled over the top. And we'll stir it together just to make sure that everything is happy in there and coated in that flavor, y'all. I cannot tell you about the flavor profile of this if you're wanting something different.
You can't tell me about the flavor profile for it because you couldn't identify a flavor if you were forced to, Diva. A teaspoon? Yeah, I think she makes up all of her measurements, just for the record.
This is definitely one you have to try.
Like, what are the flavors in question? Like, what do the flavors taste like? Like, what is going on here?
Set that lid on it for about another 5 minutes and just let that cook down. You will see you will have a lot of sauce in there, and that's perfect.
Why is it so watery?
I just served mine over some of that instant.
Actually, I know why it's so watery because like the beans were frozen and like it came from a lot of the vegetables. But why is it stir fry shouldn't be soup? Stir fry shouldn't be soup. And the veggies look sad. Sad. She's saying sauce, but it's giving water. It's giving fluid. It's giving broth.
Ready rice that comes in the packet by Uncle Ben's. I use the Walmart brand, as y'all saw in the picture before I started cooking this. To me, it tastes just...
Okay, first of all, it just slowly, like, watch the progression of the color. Bright greens, bright oranges, muted greens, muted yellows, some red, some oranges. Continues to be muted, it's like you're losing things. Like, it's harder to identify where the broccoli is. It's harder to identify where the green beans are. You can still see some of the peppers. There's just like a clump of zucchini over here. I think that's what makes it stand out. But it's getting more and more muted. And then look at it here. And then look at it here. You can still see maybe some of the peppers. And like, obviously, because I know the shapes, like, I know what a lot of these things are, but like, you could easily, like, this broccoli right here could just as well be the ground beef. That's broccoli, in case you can't tell where my mouse pointer's at. Like, these beans are just hiding in here. And yeah, they're probably real mushy, for sure. I don't know why you're saying the phrase veggie squirt in my chat right now. It's real fascinating. I think she should probably just stick to cheese and tater tots. I don't know. I don't really like zucchini. I will say that. So maybe that's part of the problem for me.
Just the same, and it is just as good. So that's what I served over mine.
Oh, and just
Put
random
some
sesame
parsley and some white
seeds.
sesame seeds over the top just to make it look pretty, y'all, because you eat with your eyes.
Girl, you know what really made it look
White
pretty?
sesame.
Those little splashes of what I assume is probably soy sauce, but kind of makes it look like dookie water
Seeds over
on
the
the
top
side of
just
the
to make
plate.
it look pretty, y'all. Because
Like those little splatters. Like, what are they doing over there? What are these little splatters on the edge of the plate?
as you eat with your eyes. And I also drizzled it with a little bit of soy sauce on
Oh,
the
soy
top,
sauce. Okay.
just to give it
Blah,
that extra
blah,
salt
blah, my
if it
cream of
needed
wheat.
it. But does that just not look pretty? And I'm gonna tell you something. The taste of it, 10 out of 10, y'all. If you're looking for something good,
Pretty is subjective. Pretty is subjective for sure. Marcia, thanks for the bits. Morsel Chip said, stir fry is supposed to be cooked fast and hot. So gross, it's stewed. Yeah, I don't understand the liquid, like it's not making sense to me. It's really not.
to have at home that's easy peasy lemon squeezy, definitely give this ground beef stir fry a try for your family. It's a good way to get vegetables in, and it takes on the flavor of everything else, so they can't fuss about it.
It takes on the flavor of everything else. And again, what flavor would that be, Diva Girl? What flavor exactly are we talking about? Also, the 3-pound jar of garlic is back. And a stick of butter. Wait, is it called stick of butter tortellini? Wait. What the fuck is Well, first of all, if you don't know Zachary Michael Twitch lore, Tabitha, I think, made stick of butter rice once, and I recreated it during the 12-hour... Was that the 12-hour live stream that I made stick of butter rice? Stick of butter tortellini sounds crazy. Oh, also, was anybody's mind blown by the stir-fried ground beef? Anybody's mind blown? Put a 1 in the chat if your mind was blown. My butthole was blown. Well, yours would be, Rim Job Shart. A likely thing for Rim Job Shart's butthole to be doing. All right, let's get into stick of butter tortellini. I'll put the captions back on.
Now, let's make a guilty pleasure here with this stick of butter
A
tortellini.
guilty pleasure.
Ooh, y'all. Oh,
now, mind you, wait,
this.
also, before we get off of oh god, now I got it all mixed up. Okay, you can kind of see the ingredients. Before we get away from the ingredients too far, remember on the last recipe, she said she loves anything filled with veggies. Do y'all see veggies?
Stick of butter tortellini. Ooh, y'all. Oh my lord, this was yummy.
Oh my
so
lord.
Into a large skillet, I have got 1 pound of lean ground beef. We're going to season that up with about a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Next up, we're just going to break that apart into your skillet just to make sure that salt and pepper gets mixed up in here well, and you cook it till you no longer see any pink. Once that is done, we're going to drain any grease, if any, and I use the paper towel method, so I just plop that right in that pan and scoop up all that grease with that paper towel. It's the easiest way to get it all out. Now that
she forgot to take the audio out, so we're going to hear double audio here for a second. She does that sometimes. She does do that sometimes. I'm so sorry, divas.
Ground beef is done. We're going to go ahead and transfer that to a bowl so we can get the sauce made.
Wait, if you were going to transfer it to a bowl anyways, why not just drain it normally?
I love 1-pan meals, and what makes it even better is that it's just 1 pound of ground beef, or 2 if you've got hungry men in your house like I do. Once you have that skillet emptied with that ground beef.
We should have done a beef count. Well, that would have been a really silly count to do because this video is titled 3 New Mind-Blowing Ground Beef Recipes. So we already knew that all 3 were going to have beef in it, Diva.
Beef, here comes the stick of butter. You could always lessen that if you want to. You could call it half a stick of butter tortellini.
Drain it just to add a whole stick of butter? No, tea.
But I'm going to do it my way, and I will have the recipe listed down below for y'all. This is just something I come up with.
And garlic.
And it's amazing.
That garlic is
Along
so
with
wet.
that stick of butter, you're going to put in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now, I said 1 to 2 in my recipe, but y'all know me. I like to keep them vampires away. So that's why I'm doing the 2 tablespoons. You'll let that cook on down until that butter's melted and that garlic is smelling fragrant. Then you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of Kinder's buttery garlic and herb, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning right here, y'all.
Here's the veggies. Not even. Not even.
Or if you want to add a little more, that's fine. Next up, we're going to add in the chicken broth. Now, the recipe, you could use chicken broth or beef broth, whatever you got on hand. But like I said, this week I had chicken broth open, so that's what I'm using. And I'm
no
going to
need
add
to
in a
waste
cup
it.
and a half of chicken broth right into that skillet. So there's 1 cup.
Oh.
And then I'm just going to eyeball a half a cup and dump that right on in. Then we're going to add in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream.
Of course.
I love heavy whipping cream, y'all. It makes so many good recipes.
Girl, we know.
And the sauce this makes is indulgent. It's just, like I said, sinful.
Sinful? Sinful? I can't be eating no sinful recipe.
Love my cream all wheat.
I can't be eating a sinful recipe. Marsha, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it.
Stir everything together to make sure you got that, all the seasoning.
I love DJing heavy until I cream. Toxic.
Mixed in. Then you're going to take 4 ounces of a whipped cream cheese. If you don't have whipped cream cheese, by all means, just go ahead and melt down a block of cream cheese and just use 4 ounces of it. I'm just going to stir this together. And
IBS girlies, this is not for you. If you have IBS, stay away from this recipe. If you have IBS, stay away from these recipes. Go get on that Young Living essential oils grind, because this is not for you. This is not for you. You're not going to be happy.
I realized that this little spatula thing right here was not working for me. Excuse me, my voice is wanting to crack. So I grabbed my
crack recipe? You making another crack recipe?
little handy dandy whisk right here, and I just whisk right on through that cream cheese. And I think that's why they said to use a whipped one, so it kind of melts and incorporates better.
Well, I will say this. If I locked you in Ken Berry's barn and only fed you stick of butter tortellini, you would lose weight. If I locked you in his barn and only fed you this, you would lose weight. You would.
Like I said, you could always throw 4 ounces of a cream cheese block in there, and it's going to be just fine. Now, I'm using the Barilla, the little mini tortellini here that are dried. It's shelf stable. Those are the kind that I like to buy. And I just dumped that on in. I think it was a 24-ounce bag, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like you need to show that to the YouTubies now. I have referenced Ken Berry's barn a lot. So stay till the end of the video and we'll watch the compilation that that Colin put together if you're wondering what the context is. Holy cow, Zachary Michael, I live in Korea and it is the first time in God's given past 3 years that I've gotten to catch a stream. You're fantastic. Hello, Teo. Welcome. We're happy to have you here, Diva.
So you go ahead and dump all of that in. It could have been a 12-ounce bag, honestly, but since they're tiny. Either way, it makes plenty. I showed y'all the ounces on the screen. Pop that lid on the skillet and let that cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until those tortellini are nice and tender.
This is a warning for Sarah Grant in the YouTube comments. I am starting to feel kind of hungry. This is kind of making me a little hungry. I don't need a stick of butter, but Some pasta would be nice right now.
Now you might have to try one to test it out, which I did. And y'all can see how thick that sauce has gotten
I love
just
it
because
thick.
of that tortellini cooking down in it. Oh, y'all, this was so good. Now we're going to add in 4 ounces of a grated Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of, it called for basil, but I had the Italian herbs that were dried, so that's what I
Sure.
used. And I just put that on in there and give it a nice stir together to where all of that cheese gets so ooey gooey in here. I'm going to show you here in a minute. We're going to get nice and close up and personal to this so y'all can see it.
I love getting up close and personal to my ooey gooey cheese.
Because you got to. Now we're going to add in that ground beef to the mixture. And this is where we're going to look at that cheese. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Adding the ground beef to it, I think, made it worse. Because before I was like, oh, this is just like a really buttery Alfredo. But now it feels like there's too much meat once again.
Get ready for the close-up, y'all.
Oh,
would y'all just look at this?
Thank you for the zoom in.
Oh, this was like melt in your mouth. Heavenly.
She's going to be.
Just so rich and
she's about to be.
So good. So good. Okay. Back to normal, y'all.
She's
We're going to
about
go
to
ahead
be.
and just make sure everything is well incorporated. Once it is, if it looks like it needs a little bit of thinning out, you can add another half a cup of heavy cream to the mix.
Please, more cream, yes.
Just to make it a little bit more saucy, like you see right here, because it will thicken up some more just because of everything that is in there. But y'all, you seriously cannot go wrong with this one. This one will definitely be in my...
It's kind of giving biscuits and gravy. I am hungry. I could go for some biscuits and gravy right now.
Cookbook. I'm trying to get enough money together saved so I can get those published.
She's trying to publish something?
But y'all, you seriously cannot go wrong with this one. This one will definitely be in my cookbook. I'm trying to get enough money together saved so I can get those published.
Mandy, we don't need... Mandy, a cookbook? Are any of them going to be your own original recipes? A cookbook? A cookbook? What are we going to call it? What do you think she'll call the cookbook?
So I can create those for y'all, but it takes money to be able to do that, and right now that is very tight for me.
It takes money to look this gorgeous, y'all.
But I'm getting there, promise. And I just served this up with some garlic sticks and
hungry.
Some more of those Italian
I need to go to
herbs
Ken
or
Berry's
parsley
barn.
or basil, whatever you got. But y'all, this was seriously so good, and it is definitely going to be on my food rotation because everybody loved it. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This was just an indulgent meal.
It looks like there's a stick of butter in
it. Melts in your mouth. Everything was just so good. Oh my goodness, y'all.
Great. That is it for today's video. I hope these gave you some ideas of something to make with that pound of ground beef that is just ready to be made into something tasty. If you liked today's video, give me a big old thumbs up, leave me some comments down below, and think about hitting that subscribe button and becoming part of my YouTube family. I would love to have y'all. If you are in need of prayer, please let me know down below, and I would be honored to pray.
I do need prayer because she said that was sinful. She said that stick of butter tortellini was sinful. And I need her to pray for me after I eat it.
For you all. But until next time, from my heart to yours, God bless. Bye.
Bye. Okay, she said it one time, so congratulations everybody who picked one. Congratulations, you're number one. And then, wait, don't leave yet, YouTubies. Don't leave yet, because we have the very special Ken Berry reference, in case you're wondering what that's about.
If I lock someone in my barn and don't feed them, they're going to lose weight. If I lock you in my barn and I feed you 500 calories of food a day, you're going to lose weight. I literally could lock you in my barn and just feed you sardines with the skin on and the bones in. If I locked you in my barn and fed you only popcorn, you'd be dead within a few weeks. If I lock you in my barn for the rest of your life and calorie restrict you, you'll lose weight. I could lock you in my barn and just feed you lettuce and water. If I locked you in my barn and fed you less than you needed each day, you would definitely lose weight.
If you were an overweight woman with PCOS who couldn't get pregnant, and I locked you in my barn and fed you lettuce for 6 months, you would lose weight. And if your boyfriend were with you in the barn, you might get pregnant. But as soon as I let you out of my barn, you would head to the nearest Chinese buffet.
I could lock you in my barn and feed you 1 jelly donut a day. If I locked you in my barn and just gave you 3 croissants a day and that's all you got to eat, you would lose weight. Calorie restriction works if you're locked in my barn. Put duct tape over your mouth or locked you in my barn. If I locked you in my barn for 3 days and didn't feed you anything, just water, when you got out, you would be truly hungry. And if I offered you a boiled egg, you would eat it immediately. If I locked Burpo in my barn and fed him a completely fat-free diet, Burpo would die. I mean, I locked you in my barn and I just fed you 1 giant meal a day. You might be mad at me for being locked in the barn, but you would be fine. In 3 months, 6 months, when I let you out of my barn, not only would you run to the sheriff and have me arrested, but you would be able to run much faster to the sheriff.
So yeah, I'm gonna send that to somebody to have them go check his barn. Because that's wild.
Love my cream of wheat.
Boring. Marsha, thanks for the bits. Thanks so much. And YouTubies, I think that's all we got for today. Thank you so much for being here, YouTubies. Bye, YouTubies. Subscribe.